Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let me do something real quick. Okay. Okay. So you are playing. I mean,
Uh,
first things first. You don't have very many games played this season, which is pretty bad. Even though your win rate's pretty bad, I'm glad that you're pretty much just playing ranked. This is really it's really good that. Oh wait, never mind. You're playing a lot of normals
no,
too.
no, I played a lot of normal because my brother is gold and I'm kind of stuck. He needs to do an alt to
Yeah.
play with me. And my wife just started, so I play with her and my brother most of the time. And so I try to duo with him on his alt or do
Okay.
solo. But I when I play with him, it's really easy because I have a laner to play with.
Uh huh.
But in bronze solo, it's really hard for me because I don't know if I can really hit on someone. I have to judge the level of every laner before going,
Yep.
and it's tilting me with that.
Well,
Uh,
learning like what
and the
you
thing
can.
is,
Go ahead.
and my brother is really gold. Each time he's made an alt, he goes from silver 2 to gold 3, which is his level, relatively quick in 30,
Yeah.
30 game or something. So I really need to go silver to play with him.
Right. I mean, do you? How come you don't ever want to solo?
I solo. The last game you see are solo, are two solo. I want to solo to because I want to get good enough, not being too so a burden for him. Yeah, I want to deserve silver, not play just with him. And
Okay. Um. Hmm. I mean, you spend a lot of time not playing ranked, though. There is a lot of normal and bot games, and in general, like, I'm not even saying that's bad, but what I'm trying to say is, like, you're gonna have a struggle improving at the game if most of your games aren't ranked.
yeah,
Because it looks like you play a lot.
I play a lot because I'm kind of sick at the moment,
Yeah,
so I
so
can't
that
work.
you are in a really good position to improve a lot. It's just you're kind of just messing around in normals and bots and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And a lot of that time, if you were just playing solo ranked and not do it with your brother or just do it with anyone, you would be in a way better spot right now.
okay. Yeah,
So I know like obviously if you're gonna play with like your wife and stuff like yeah of course right, but I'm sure there's probably some time in here where you're playing these bot games and normals where you maybe could have been playing ranked.
yeah.
So, I mean, this is really good though. This is good that you're playing a lot. That's already like the first step. Have you found a champ that you really enjoy playing yet, or
I really enjoy Evelyn and Shivana.
okay?
Xin Zhao was a test because people said to me that I don't go early enough to gank, and it was a good jump for that, but I don't like it, and it was more tilting for me to lose with Xin Zhao. And with Evelyn and Shivana, I don't mind losing and go in another game, not angry as much, not as much.
Because you actually like playing them.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
really like playing them.
that's good. That's good. I mean, this is like really good. Like you are consistently playing one champion. So if you really like Shyvana, this is good that you're able to play the crap out of her. This is good. Like even if people like aren't very good, they'll just play like a million different champions and it'll stop them from improving at all. But if you're gonna like put your head down and just be playing Shyvana only, this is gonna help you in the long run. This is gonna help you become a lot better at the game because you're gonna put yourself in a scenario where you do know if you win these fights, right? Because you know Shyvana's
Yeah,
damage. You might not understand how everyone else's damage works, but if you know your damage enough, it's really good. And that is like the first step because it's either you know your damage really well or you know everyone else's damage really well. Well, what do you think's better, or what do you think's easier to acquire? Knowing your champion's damage well,
yeah,
or everyone
yeah, yeah.
else, right?
With our
Clearly
time. And I
yours.
felt it on Evelyn, which I have 40 plus games, that there really is a difference when you know you can kill someone under a tower and ulti out
Uh huh.
with this. So I really, it's when I really start focusing on chance because I see the the improvement in my gameplay.
Okay. Um. So in the VOD, you said you wanted me to cover decision
Uh,
making and stuff,
it's a
or
Xin Zhao game
yeah.
where I want to cover the decision making, where to gank. When you start a game with only you, how do you decide which lane is good, knowing that some people can be really bad? Do you know
Right.
what I mean?
Um. I mean, you as much as you want to take it in that the people around you aren't going to be very good. You don't want to focus too much on that affecting your playstyle, like because that means you're just going to develop bad habits and you will never actually
Yeah.
improve at the game, right? So even if you're playing in lower elo, you don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna do this because it works in this elo, right? And I see a lot of people acting like that, and then they just end up getting stuck in a specific rank.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing I want to. I paid the coaching for because
Yeah,
there's a lot of bad advice like this.
yeah,
Like, oh, you know, you can gank bot perma because they are bad and don't do the CS properly or push every time. But I want the decision to be um, controlled on so I can change if they aren't bad or if things change. Because one time when I will go to silver or play in lower gold with my brother, I don't want to play like in bronze because I had to decline.
right. Oh, what was I gonna say? Um, I mean, in terms of like figuring out what lanes you should and shouldn't go to, like I don't. Have you ever watched my other coaching videos or no?
I watched it, but I mainly focused on I tried a bit of Kane or on the pathing, the how to clear jungle properly.
Uh huh.
I learned a lot from you, like pulling the wraiths or because it makes you efficient at 5 minutes. If you had a good clear, I'm more confident to gank and do it without thinking about what's happened.
Yeah.
If I have a good start,
Right.
so I watch it mainly for this, but I don't quite get the decision making out of it.
Okay.
Like when you say, "Oh, I start top because I know bot is easier to gank," I think it's because there's more or less CC, or Tristana is hard to gank because he can jump out.
Yeah.
But I really can't do this kind of decision myself at the moment. I
Okay.
know the champs, but I think I don't make the right decision. Or still doing this.
Right. So the way that I kind of explain things and the way that I do coaching is not all the time will I give all of the answers. There's a lot of scenarios where
You ask, yeah,
I will present like I'll present like a question or I'll make like a point or something and I'll want them to figure it out because like you're never gonna learn
yeah,
if someone's just always telling you the right answer to everything. So it's like even as simple as like when people come into my chat and they go, "Hey, Metaphor, what's your rune page?"
I'm so stoked, my dudes.
I just don't answer that because they can just go to my OPGG and figure that out. It's not because I'm being an asshole. It's because if they're just being, and I mean that's just one example, but if people are just being handed information all the time without looking themselves, that's just a habit they're going to get into, and they're never going to like learn how to build up their own like
I
studying
really
practices
understood
and
it.
stuff
Like
like that.
I had this on the starting item for Shivana. I on OPG you can see the machete,
Uh-huh.
and I started trying talisman because I saw it on Brazilian challenger on a Japanese one, and it gives you the opportunity to do race at level 2 without losing much health. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's yeah
talisman
it's the
is
kind
talisman is good. Yep.
of the good habits to have to reach for answers, but you have to get the right questions. Like, yeah, you see, I focus now on pathing because it's the things that I have the key to understand. But I think like I miss out a lot of things on VOD.
Well, okay, like I'm not gonna lie, like you're literally playing in the elo where if you're trying too hard, you're gonna
Yeah,
actually
I
hurt
can.
yourself more than you're gonna help because these
Yeah,
players are all fucking terrible. Like I can play in silver and try to track the enemy jungler, and it's gonna be a nightmare for me because if the enemy doesn't know what they're doing, how are you supposed to know what they're doing?
yeah.
Right?
You're
So in
right.
terms of pathing efficiently, you should just be focusing on what's best for you compared to how you're going to stop the enemy because most of the time, especially on a champ like Shyvana, you can actually just power farm to a win. And when I say power farm, I don't just mean AFK farm, lock camera, never look at your laners because a lot of people seem to get that twisted. But so many junglers will do stupid shit or they'll die in the jungle. They'll just do like random stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
it's more like in doubt, go
e-
for
yeah.
go for your jungle
Hmm.
than never go for anything.
Right. So I think Shyvana is actually very good, especially for your position, and focusing on just accomplishing, decent pathing and stuff like that is great. And by default, you will come out of the jungle more ahead of the enemy player, pretty much every single game, just because you're not
Yeah,
forcing stupid ganks and stuff. Because Shyvana's the type of champ where you don't really have the ability to force ganks. So she's really good for lower ranks
yeah.
because you don't have the option to waste time because you're just gonna be focusing on farming.
And uh, and I learned to solo dragon, but it's kinda easy. And Rift Herald and Herald is really good this last patch. And I felt like I
Yeah, I
can have
mean,
an impact like this.
soloing dragons and stuff isn't really like a big thing. Like it's good and all,
Yeah,
but you don't want to spend 45 seconds clearing a dragon by yourself because the XP and the gold that you get isn't actually worth it. It's almost always better to farm 2 or 3 camps than it is to do dragon.
oh, okay,
Like
okay.
people in lower elo, I see focusing dragons and objectives way too hard.
Oh, okay. No,
Cause
I think I have this default.
yeah, okay. I mean that's we can just jump into the game.
Yeah,
We can go to the VOD, but so you're playing Xin Zhao this game.
seems so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're playing against a Hecarim. That's a really easy matchup for Xin Zhao because Hecarim is super, super weak. Most Hecarims will also start blue buff pretty much every single game, so you can kind of work that into your pathing. Most Hecarims get really low on HP mana, especially in lower elo where they don't know how to clear the jungle properly. Um, so I would probably look for invade on this guy. I would most likely do. Let's see. You have Jin Malphite with teleport. That's pretty crazy. Ornith Ignite. I would probably just stay from bot lane until 6 when this guy's got his ulti, but obviously it's kind of crazy because it's Malphite support. But starting bot side's good here because you don't want to play around bot side early, right? You have a Malphite who isn't going to offer anything. And, I mean, you could realistically gank because you're playing Xin Zhao and he brings a lot to a gank on his own. But I still think more times than not, if you know their jungler starting bot side, top is gankable because your top laner has Ignite, and it's a no mobility champion like Nasus. You just have more options clearing bottom to top than you would from top to bottom. Because let's just say like this, okay? Let's say Hecarim's starting blue buff. If you're starting top side and you clear down, you're clearing away from the weak jungler, and you're only passing into one lane. Whereas if you go bottom to top, you're clearing into a lane that you can gank and the jungler, right? Rather than clearing just to a lane you can gank. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, it makes
You're
sense.
giving yourself more options to succeed instead of reducing them.
Do you feel like I should ping when I try to invade a weak jungler?
Yeah,
Like
you
at the
should tell your
time
team what you're doing. Yeah, just go ahead and throw
yeah.
some pings
But
at them.
how much in advance do you do it? Like uh, from the get-go? Do
I
you
mean,
keep
it
like
doesn't
timing?
really matter. You just got to make sure they know. I would. There's no like set limit or like set time where you should and shouldn't do it. Just make sure you're actually doing it. Um, Also, phase rush is way better on Xin Zhao than press the attack, especially in weak jungle
Oh, okay.
matchups like Hecarim, because you have what's your runes? You have
Press the attack and
and what's your
water
secondary?
walking and
Oh, okay,
celerity.
okay. So sure. Let's see what you do. I guess I could turn up the volume a little bit.
I remember getting really scared by the fact that Zed getting has been chunked so early in this game, and I think like I hesitate like crossing the mid because I want to go buff Gromp or buff Wolf buff Scuttle, but I'm pretty scared. So I think instead of doing buff now, I go to the mid because I see the fight there. That was kind of crazy.
Well, okay, so you're getting scuttle, which is fine.
So I cleared throughout mids because it's what worries me. That he keep getting chunked like this.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'll go for an early gank,
Yeah,
and a
this is
Karim
fine.
is coming.
This is fine.
Yeah,
This should be good for you. Oh, you could have killed Hecarim, probably.
I think.
I'm pretty sure.
So
Well,
it's a kind of.
so he
I'm
started.
not.
He started Q and E. Okay. So he E's here. Now his only way out now is flashing, right?
Yeah.
The Hecarim. LeBlanc has nope. LeBlanc already flashed. I think you just start killing LeBlanc here. Like she's pretty much dead here. You're running here, but they don't really have a way to kill you. Hecarim just uses E, which is his main source of damage. He doesn't have red buff, and LeBlanc just used her spells and flash. So she actually doesn't have a way to damage you right now.
Oh, okay.
I think we're just
But
too scared here. I mean, this was still fine though. You deterred the gank, and their mid laner flashed, and Hecarim started Q and E. So when you see that happen, you like Hecarim doesn't have his W, so he has no healing from the jungle right now, right?
Oh yeah, right.
So he's gonna actually struggle. If we just pay attention to what this Hecarim does, you're gonna notice that this guy's gonna struggle for the next little while. But let's just see what goes on here.
Yeah, I get pretty angry at this. As the fact that Zed still die and go back.
Yeah, you can't really control it though. I mean, you could have. I think you could have killed LeBlanc when you were in mid, but you can't control that now that you didn't do it. What are you doing?
So I'm typing to the Z that I didn't understand why he.
Okay, well
didn't back
that's
off.
not gonna help anyone. Just keep playing. You should know that Hecarim is going topside right now. Again, I probably would have just done blue and then invaded him, because either he's gonna be on his red or he's gonna be on his birds here. And we know he's gonna be on his red or his birds because of the fact that he only had his Q and his E, so he's gonna struggle in the jungle right now, right?
Okay.
So we should know that he's either doing one of these two camps right now, and he cannot do both of them by the time we get over there in time.
Okay.
So this was an opportunity where we could have invaded him. Also, like, not to mention, we could have won this fight in mid, but this was also an opportunity where we could have invaded him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't like this now. We are clearing, or we're now going towards the top side. Nasus isn't in the lane, Ornn isn't in the lane, and this lane is literally shoving to Nasus. So what I'm trying to say here is that, well, since there's more minions than he has, obviously it's going to, by default, push into his lane, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you have
Yeah.
4 caster minions to 3, right?
Yeah,
So this lane isn't ever gankable. You should already be channeling recall. Since we didn't do the early invade on Hecarim, it's too much in the air where he could be right now. So going for an invade now is pretty. It's not risky in the fact that you could die, but it's risky in the fact that you're wasting time, which is basically the same as dying, because you're just not getting gold.
Yeah, okay.
So let's see what you do here. So you hit this plant, and there's almost no point for it, because all you're doing is telling them where you are on the map. Because they can see on the map when you hit this, right?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, we're clear. Like, you'll see, there's probably not going to be anything here. I could tell you this gank isn't going to work. Wait, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was going for the gang because.
What do you? This isn't a gank. You just went into his lane and started laning with him.
I know. I'm still.
Do you think he doesn't see you?
No, I was betting the. I was hesitating between recall or bluffing the recall because I felt at this moment that I wasn't doing something useful of my time.
Okay, so do you understand my point where you should have just recalled after doing Gromp?
Yeah, because it cannot be efficient because there is Nasus isn't on here. He hasn't pushed, and the lane isn't pushing toward us. So there is no reason even
Right.
for Ornn to push at this moment.
Okay, so we've spent about 30 seconds on the map where we should have already recalled. He can see you this whole time, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I saw the word too. Yes.
Okay. So now Hecarim gets to do whatever he wants, but luckily this is low elo, so he's probably going to do stupid stuff. Insane. Okay. Okay, cool. So I think we could have taken more advantage of the mid lane fight. I think we could have invaded the Hecarim, and then I think we could have saved time recalling instead of going for that top play.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Let's see what's going on now.
I think I go for a clear wolf first because I want to watch Z, and it's if it does and it doesn't do anything, I go for the golem, the Krugs. I go for Gank now because he is pushed. He is really pushed now.
Okay, yeah, it should be a kill.
I think it's a flash.
She has no
Oh, no.
flash. Okay, that's alright. Just yeah, make sure the wave gets shoved in.
I don't know if I should have hold E or not when I do such things. Like, do you hold gap closer? Yeah, you saw on
It's
David's
situational,
video.
right? Like ideally when you're playing it's like let's say a champ like LeBlanc, if you E towards her and then she W's backwards, you can follow her W with your W, right?
Okay.
So let me
Yeah.
show you. Because this could have been played out a bit differently. You weren't ever going to kill her here because she just got her ulti right when you came into lane. But let's see. So right here you E onto her. So you'll fly right here, and then she'll W this way, right? Because she's going to try to get away from you. So she's going to W like this or like this. So you E onto her. You have your Q up. You auto her once. She Ws, and then you follow her W with your W.
Oh, okay. It's follow. Okay. Right.
Yeah. But since she just hit 6, you're never killing her
Yes.
here. But that's okay. You're going towards your top side of the map anyway. You're not going towards your bot side, right? So even though you're revealing yourself here, at least you're giving Zed some breathing room by pushing her out of the lane.
Okay.
So this is okay. If she didn't hit 6 here, you could have killed her, but I think you played it incorrectly anyway, so I don't think she actually would have ended up dying. But don't be afraid to use your E on people that do have gap closers. Obviously, it depends on the champion. But Eing onto them and then following their gap closer or their escape with your W is pretty ideal.
Okay.
Okay. Also, you'll notice a lot of times if you take phase rush, you can E onto them and then like auto Q, and you get your phase rush. And even if they use their gap closer to run away, you can instantly catch up because you have the phase rush. There's a lot of gameplays on YouTube and stuff like that that will show you that kind of stuff. Also, sometimes I play Xin on stream when he's not banned. But you can see the effectiveness of the phase rush. Okay. So now we're in a bit of a weird spot. So
Yeah.
our Gromp is gonna spawn. Our Gromp is spawning next, and we're going over to the golems because our clearing was kind of weird since we did red, and then we did this, and then we did this, and then we ganked mid, and then we came back over and did our Gromp. So the next camp to spawn will be the Gromp, but then you're going to golems. Your Gromp won't spawn for a little while now, I think. I can't actually remember when you did it, but it's going to take a while before the Gromp spawns. So now your pathing is going to be really messed up this game.
Yeah. And I really felt it, and I wonder if it was the gank mid that screwed me, or my pathing.
It was mainly... Okay, so I don't mind what you did in the early game, but you didn't make the play that you need to make the play with that pathing. So if you were going to go for a level 2 play, I would have liked to see you go red, blue into Scuttle, because that way you haven't messed your camps up yet, so you can still clear whichever way you want after.
Yeah.
Like all your camps will be up then, which is bad and good. It's good because you can do what you want with them after, but it's bad because you aren't letting any of your camps respawn yet. So if the enemy jungler is just full clearing, he's going to be ahead of you. But since you're against the Hecarim, if you go buff Scuttle, right? Do you think Hecarim's going to try to contest an early Scuttle Crab against Xin Zhao?
No, I don't think.
Right.
So.
I mean, he ended up doing it, but I wouldn't think he would. Right? Against Xin Zhao, because if you run into him, he's just dead.
Yeah.
So, if you went red to blue into his top side, because you know he started blue. We could tell by the fact that his lane came in first, or came in second compared to his top lane, and it's low elo Hecarim, right? Of course he's going to start blue buff, because he needs mana. That's just how every low elo player thinks.
Okay.
So, we could have 100% did red, blue, and then went to Scuttle, and then went to his red, and we probably would have found him. Or this gank would have happened again, but our pathing wouldn't have been fucked up yet.
Do you think it's better for me to go buff and start looking at the lane only when I'm on the second buff, or I should keep trying to react to early plays like with the Z?
Well, going mid here after you made those decisions was the right play.
Okay.
because you have to respond to that play. Like I said, if you would have played it properly in the mid lane, you would have actually got a kill on the Blanc, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what you did was fine, but now you're going to find that your camps are in a weird order. And I
Yeah.
don't think you took advantage of the fact that their Hecarim started E second.
No.
So,
No, because I didn't vote it.
yeah, it's okay. Alright, so let's see what we're doing. So going for a bot lane gank here is kind of risky at this point, because they're in the lane first, right? So if they're in the lane first, what does that mean they get to do first?
Clear minions?
Clear minions, and then what do laners usually do after they clear minions? If they're not recalling, what are they going to go do?
Go back.
They're going to ward, right?
Room. Ward. Oh, yeah.
So if they're in the lane first, and they get the shove in, what do you think Blitzcrank can come? Like Blitzcrank can come and put a ward anywhere, right? Because they have all the pressure.
Yeah.
So if you walk through this tri-brush right now, there's a good chance that this is warded. It's not in this game, but why isn't it warded, right? Like it probably should be warded.
Yeah, it should have been warded because Blitzcrank is going down now, so it should have put this ward, especially because he's pushing the lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at this point,
Because
you know
I
it's
it
not
because
warded.
I
At this
play a
point,
bit of support in off walls, and I would have put this ward.
right. Okay, this is fine. I don't think this was a good gank to go for because, like I said, it should have been warded. But once you realized that it wasn't warded, it was good to go for it. Okay, so you just shoved in bot lane with your team. You're not going to get the tower here, but Scuttle Crab is spawning, so you should have just pinged for assistance on Scuttle here.
Oh.
Because you're not
Okay.
going to get the
I
tower
think-
here, right?
okay.
It's not possible. Right?
Okay. So even hitting the tower isn't useful
No,
for...
not really.
Okay. Okay.
You can come get it in the future in Malphite 6 and go for a dive.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I would have told my teammates, yo, come help me do Scuttle. I just ganked your lane. Come help me do Scuttle. But you have bot pressure, and you're just walking away from the Scuttle Crab, even though it's up.
Yeah. I think I go for the red because I want to clear as soon as possible.
Right, but you don't want to give Hecarim a chance, because now what's going to happen here is they're going to clear this wave out, and then probably recall, and then their bot lane's going to be first again. And then they're going to be able to come and get this ward again if they want to. They're going to be able to clear the Scuttle Crab, right?
So yeah, so it was the opportunity to do something because I have lane pressure just now, and later it's missed. Okay.
So now he gets this crab when he shouldn't have access to it. Okay. So it's like, so now you're going for the crab. It's like you were just there.
I don't know if I don't go for dragons now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you had the opportunity to go for crab. You walked by it and then you came back after.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bad time.
Yep. Okay, so at this point, when you see the Hecarim 6 and you're level 5, you should be like, okay, I need to hit 6 right now. So we're recalling here.
Recall because of instead of doing race because I are just next here.
Yeah, you're gonna pick up your Caulfield's Warhammer, right? Oh, okay, that's fine too. Okay.
But I go for red enchant here.
Yeah, that's fine. We're just wasting time. We did our red like over a minute ago, and we haven't done a single camp since. Like, let's say you do get here, okay? How do you help this guy?
Yeah, it's too late, yeah.
Like, how do you help this play? Either Zed's gonna die here, and LeBlanc's gonna go away, or she's just gonna go away right now. There's pretty much just no way this ever works out. Because not only do you have to assume that her flash is down, you have to assume that her ulti's down, or you're telling me that her flash is down, you're telling me her W's down, you're telling me her ult's down, and you're telling me Hecarim isn't here. Because you just saw that he was 6, and you know you're level 5.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of variables that have to be playing in your favor for you to get this kill. And you don't even have flash. Yeah, she's just gonna fuck with you now. So yeah, this is a scenario where we just should have kept farming.
Yeah.
Because there's literally, unless LeBlanc actually disconnects in mid lane right there, you're not going to kill her. That's the
Yeah,
same
it
with
was
that top
basically
play.
like doing solo on LeBlanc now, knowing that Ekarim is ahead of me, and yeah. Okay.
Yeah. LeBlanc hits 4 levels on you now, which is pretty big. And all your camps are up. Dying all the time isn't actually that bad if your camps are down, but since all of your camps are up, so now, since all of your camps were up, um, they're just being wasted basically. It's not even because Hecarim can clear them. It's more along the fact that every time you kill a camp, it'll respawn and be stronger, right?
Yeah.
So if your camps aren't constantly respawning, then they're not getting stronger, and you're not going to get more gold and XP from them.
It's kind of reconfronting because I know that I chose Shyvana now because I want to focus more on clearing.
Yep.
And it's what you are telling me now. It's better to focus on clearing because
Yep.
it's a given better than going for those ganks.
Especially because in low elo, dude, like Hecarim will do stupid shit. Like he'll level 2 gank commit his Hecarim with E and Q. That means he can't farm anymore. So if you were just full clearing a Shyvana, you were winning.
Yeah, I see it on Shyvana because I only played like 20 games or so, and I already have 20 CS on the opponent on minute 7 or 8.
Uh-huh.
So I felt this advantage because I'm telling myself, even if he has a kill on me now,
Yep.
I have all the money from and the XP
Yep.
from the camps.
That is how that works, yeah. So it's just you're baiting yourself into going to plays that you don't know if they'll work or not because of your lack of experience.
Yeah.
When you play Xin Zhao. Whereas, like I said, if you're playing Shyvana, you are forced to farm.
Okay, yeah.
So you're going to let Hecarim beat himself.
Yeah.
Because he'll go for shitty plays, and you just get to sit back and farm and laugh at him. That's why you're finding so much success on Shyvana. Okay, I'm not really sure why you did that, but
Yeah, I missed the red plant. I was like,
oh, you're trying to go to
the
wolves?
so I tilted. I was pretty tilted this game,
I got you.
but not to the point of hinting. But
Okay, so like I said, you're pretty far behind right now. So I would just be focusing on farming right now rather than ganking.
yeah,
You also
I go for another gank now.
You also just saw Hecarim here, so there's a good chance that this is either warded, and you also saw that he took the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah.
So,
But I think I go back. It was just to show me to the top laner, so he go back, and then I go back.
but you're telling them you're leaving.
Yeah.
This is just a time waste.
Okay.
This doesn't actually help your team. You're focusing way too much on helping people, and like you're playing in an elo where like so many times junglers will just go and fucking die when they gank. Like they'll just go to lanes and just die. Because they have no idea what the hell they're doing. So if you're playing a more farming style jungler, a lot of times you will just win the game by getting yourself strong.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can probably gank this because Malphite is ulti. This will probably work. Cool. So now's a scenario where we would want to take tower. Because you have 4 people down here.
Yeah.
So this is where you wouldn't want to take the tower 6 minutes ago, right? Where you have a bunch of people with no damage and you only have 3 people. You'd want to go for the tower now that you have 4 down here. This is a good time to take it. I think you kind of trolled that guy a little bit there. I think you could have killed the.
Sure if LeBlanc wasn't gonna follow, and I didn't feel like like fighting this 2v2.
But you're playing Xin Zhao. That's the whole point of playing the champion.
Yeah. Oh god, I really should play Steven now. Never put.
Oh fuck.
Is then one thing that I get from this coaching is that I don't have to force myself into something that I don't like, ganking
Yeah,
soon,
you
and I
don't.
should just yeah. But it's really helpful to hear it from someone
Oh
you
no,
play and I have
yep.
a good level. So now I'm sure of it,
Now you
and I
like maybe you thought that before, but now you know, right?
yeah yes that's
No,
really
yeah, no,
that,
I totally get what you're saying.
even if I get only this fact from this coaching
Yeah,
session.
okay, so you're raging at Zed again, I'm guessing, because you're not moving. You have so much gold. You should look if you're gonna rage at Zed, that's cool, right?
Yes, but press B
But
button
press
before.
B. Just fucking start recalling, bro. Because now we're wasting time again. We are sitting on so much gold to the point where, let's say you go bot here, right? Um, you're probably not. You're probably not gonna get a kill here. Let's see if like let realistically speaking, you're probably only gonna get the farm here unless Varus ints. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this guy is not trolling. Let's just say he clears his wave and backs off like a good player would. You're gonna get this farm. Okay, what happens if their team goes for dragon then?
Yeah,
And your
yeah,
bot, what's gonna happen? You're gonna go to
uh,
dragon, right?
yeah,
But then you're sitting on 3,000 gold.
yeah. So I'm pretty weak at the moment. So I have a
Right, so
bad
you want to
dragon
recall
kill
as
feed.
fast as
Yeah.
possible here and spend that money so that when a play does break out, you're ready to go to it. Because if you go bot here, you're going to bait yourself into going to a play that you can't actually participate in.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I.
Oh, we're ganking, I guess. Okay, so we're probably going to kill him.
So, but it was still a bad gank. Yeah, because
Yeah,
he shouldn't
he
have been
shouldn't
there.
have done that. Okay. So we're just trying to recall as fast as possible here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has
Okay,
been
so we buy
destroyed.
Warrior, and what else are we buying? Triforce? Okay,
Yeah, I go for Triforce.
sure. So look, now a play is going to happen here, and we want to go to it, and we can because we just bought our items. This is good. Now we're here, and we got our items. This is really good. You'll catch him eventually.
Yeah, it takes a time. I know this kid takes.
Oh, all right, nice, cool. Okay, so everyone on the planet is dead right now. What do you think the best and most efficient thing you can do right now when you know that no junk or no interaction is going to happen between champions and all your camps are up?
Uh, I I
If
don't know if
literally
I
nothing on the
clear
map
or
can
do.
happen right now,
I
literally
would
nothing
have
can
gone for
happen.
Dragon, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
Okay, but they have two people alive.
Yeah, so it's a bad idea. So I should have cleared my
Just full
jungle.
clear.
No. Yeah.
This is when you get to sit back and just clear your jungle. When everyone dies, you're just like,
Yeah.
finally, I can rest. Finally.
And the jungle would have been fixed because I would have done it in a more structured order than later.
Yep. But instead, we're going to dragon, and we're potentially gonna get 2v1'd.
Yeah, I think I get to the one there.
Also, again, where was the last fight just taking place?
Bot side.
So where is there a good chance that they have wards?
Yeah, there are leftover wards there.
I
No,
mean,
I
they're
have
they're
gotten to the bit that if I want, I recall before going to Drakes and I buy a red ward.
okay. So
So I
okay,
can
even if you
instantly
did
do
have a
it.
red ward here, even if you did, why wouldn't this be warded or this? They just fought
Yeah.
here,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So even
Yeah.
if Dragon's pinged, you're probably still on wards here. Now in this game, you weren't, right? But that's not the point.
But not a problem. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess Blitzcrank just killed himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're overstaying again. I don't really know what we're trying to accomplish by staying on the map
I
here?
think I saw everyone topside, and I was like, I can do this. I was looking for doing this dragon, but
Okay, again,
I,
you're gonna run in the same scenario, right? This
yeah,
whole
yeah,
play still happened bot
but
side. There still could be wards here.
yeah.
There's a good chance they'll see you if this happens.
But it's really like my problem. It's bad decision making that makes lose so many time now that you say it. But
Right.
in game, what I was watching here was I was doing the dragon, so it's a legitimate objective. I'm not wandering alone. But it's bad because
It's just not a guarantee. Like when, especially in low
Yeah.
elos, if you just take guarantees, you will win so fucking much, bro. Because you'll have these bronze Heckrams again go QE level 2, and then come gank mid. That is such a low percentage play that if you're just going for guarantees, you're gonna outscale this guy so fast.
yeah. So even if it works and I get an upset from time to time, I have to focus and know that I'm doing something right
Exactly.
and not risking. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly the right mentality.
Playing more, playing safe.
Yeah. Because these guys in low elo will fuck up for you, bro. You don't have to kill them. They'll kill themselves. Like it's sad, but it's true. Jin is taking some revenge on you and taking your blue buff. I like it, I like it. He's punishing you for dying to that dragon. He's just fuck you,
Yeah.
Xin Zhao. It's my blue buff. Okay. I mean, you could have maybe ran here, but you made the choice not to, which is fine, I guess.
I don't really know if I should go more for team fight rather than, but it's always so unreadable and I mean,
Right.
there's not even a proper engage. Like it's not someone that I saw someone and just jump on it randomly.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing with like lower elo is like, you... oh my god. um, like that's the thing with low elo is you're like, oh shit, these guys are playing aggressive. Maybe they know something I don't. Like maybe they win this, right?
Yeah.
But they don't because it's low elo. Like, and that's the thing. You're playing a champion by nature who just stomps other champions. What? What was that?
I think that since I get the team fight, I go for the
No, no,
early
no,
count.
no, 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 no. What the fuck is this?
Go. I think that's a mid thing.
What the
Because
fuck was that?
Yeah, that's a bit sping.
Alright, I guess next season will be better.
Yeah. I'm bronze. I never said where I'm working.
Holy shit, that was funny. I don't even think you knew you flashed there. I think you're gonna, in like 3 minutes, you're gonna fight and you're gonna try to flash on someone. You're gonna be like, where the hell is my flash?
Yeah, I think it's like this.
But yeah, like you're, like with these fights, like ideally when you're playing Xin Zhao, you want to be scrapping as much as possible, but you really do want to make sure you're going for guarantees. But again, if, like I said, reacting to this gank mid at level 2 was really, really good because you could have won it if you just knew your champion better.
Yeah, but it's not the case. No.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I don't enjoy playing it enough to put the hours to know which gank I can
Right.
do. Because that's the point. In low elo, really much better to know your damage.
Right. So, like I said, you're gonna have a lot more success on the Shyvana.
Shyvana, yeah.
This is good. This is good awareness. You saw that bot was shoving in, and
Yeah.
even though there's maybe a shit play going on in mid,
But it's much more money.
this
there.
is guaranteed. This is guaranteed, right? You know if you go the cannon.
Oh, I missed the cannon.
It's okay, bro. You know that even if you go mid, if that doesn't work, then you're gonna miss all this CS down here, right?
Yeah.
So it is way more efficient to just go for the spot play, and that's good that you were aware enough to see that.
But I think at this point in this game, I didn't get what happened, so I'm feeling secure doing my camp now
Uh-huh.
because I really don't get what's happened middle, and there's a lot of game where it's like this.
Okay, well, I already know what happened. You guys won that fight in mid, and then instead of your team recalling and buying items, they tried to keep pushing. They went for another play,
But yeah,
and then the people you killed respawned, and even though they just died, right? They spent their
Yeah.
gold. They spent their
yeah,
gold, and they came back on the map. Look at the gold difference between the people right now. How much gold are you sitting on? How much gold is Jin sitting on and Zed?
yeah.
Look
yeah,
at how much
yeah.
gold LeBlanc's sitting on compared to Zed. So
Yeah.
even though Zed literally, you can see 8,300 to 7,500, right? You
Yeah.
can literally see that he has 800 more gold, but she's spent 2,300 more. Or she's spent, I don't know.
I didn't realize how much we didn't spend this game.
Yeah, okay, she didn't spend 2,300 more. That's NA quick maths right there, but
Yeah.
you understand my point.
Yeah.
So now we're in another scenario where we are being baited into going for a play where we have 1,000,000 gold. So even if this is a good play, you have not spent your gold. So even, like I said, even if this is a good play, you can't play it to the fullest.
Yeah.
Okay, you're smurfing. Oh no. Don't die on me. Alright, cool. So you have your Triforce in the bank right now. Let's go get it. You better not do anything other than recall right now and go get Triforce. Nah, bro.
I don't
What
know
are you
where-
trying to do here?
I cannot defend this. I don't know.
You're like, go get him, minions. I'll sit back here and watch. Go get your tri. You could already be here again, bro.
Yeah.
You could be here right now with Triforce and your items.
Yeah. It's really bad. I really see it. I cannot do. I cannot defend this tower, and
Yeah.
I know it because I say I stay here, so I should just recall.
Yeah,
back.
so you just say fuck it. Like,
Just let it go. Yeah.
yeah, just let it go. Okay, we're building more damage. That's spicy. At this point, I would probably go into Starrick's Gauge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
you pretty much only.
Do you think it's important to get tanky in those games when you can't rely on someone else?
Yes,
Or
because
do
your
you- yeah.
Xin Zhao's damages are so high that you only need Triforce Warrior. And Starrick's gives you extra
Yeah.
damage too. Like, that is damage. That is a lot of damage. And especially, like, in these games, like, the tanker, like, being tankier, like, allows you to get more rotations off, right?
Yeah.
So you are doing more damage, even if you're tankier.
Yeah. It's you are not glass cannon. You're just killing someone and they're
Yeah.
dying, and there you need to do more than one kills in those games.
Yeah, because in this game, if LeBlanc lands one ability on you, you die. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That guy just tried to hit you with the metaphor right there. Don't do dragon. What the hell? Okay, we got the Wombo comment coming out. Oh my god. Alright, let's do Baron. Why aren't we doing Baron?
I don't know if that thing there.
Alright, whatever. That's okay. We got 4 kills here. That's alright. We could have.
I literally spent games like 10 minutes. Like today in Fiddlestick supports, I pinged Dragon every time we got 3 kills on the opponent teams, and they only did it the 4th time.
Yeah. Oh, but that's okay. Let's like. You guys could have done Baron there, but it's fine. That if they didn't want to go, then you just join them, right? You just go bot and join them.
Yeah. Because I feel like it doesn't achieve anything. Is I just go in front of Baron.
Uh huh.
They don't move. But I don't know if because going there is kind of saying them. I'm sure of it. But
Right.
I don't know. Worth it.
Okay, so why am I gonna tell you why pushing for another tower here is bad?
Because they are respawning lately, and we can't.
And what does that mean? If they just respawned, what does that mean that they got
They
to do?
have buy, and then they have spent their money, and we
Okay.
didn't, and we just got a tower,
Look,
which
look
is
at the gold.
money. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
they're
this
all
is where you
spent.
guys get aced, I think.
I think just trying to back there from the.
Yeah, I think you guys are gonna die here in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you don't, your Nexus doesn't explode here, but it might as well have.
Yeah, yeah, but it might, yeah, because it's a lot of money and yeah. That's exactly what happened.
They can kill you here and do Baron if they wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get that tower, you need to think to yourself, okay, they're respawning, they're going to buy their items, let's just recall. So you ping your team back and you start recalling. Like you said, if you start going to Baron, what does your team think? They think that you know you can do Baron, right?
Yeah.
So if you start recalling and you ping your team back, what do they think you know? That we got to get the fuck out of here, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
But yeah, the game is ended now. We didn't get a good team fight from there, and they are ahead now.
Right. They should do Baron here. Now they're too indecisive. They should do Baron here.
It's really like this. Like every game when someone can do Baron in bronze.
Like where did this guy just go?
Like and it's why it's we often get it more in 40 minutes because death timer are longer.
So you can fuck around and make the wrong decision and then go do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So it's really hard to get a Baron before 30 minutes.
I agree. Yeah.
They
No.
do it, so
Yep.
they win. In bronze, this play is really good. Just getting your team to do a good Baron when you get a team fight is enough to win. But it's hard.
Okay. I mean, obviously, like we play that scenario pretty badly, but this isn't really the point. Like, there's really nothing for me to go over in terms of you messing this play up mechanically. You did mess this up mechanically, but that's okay. The issue here is, you know,
Is there, yeah.
learning the back timings and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, looks like you guys just get stomped now, but we'll see.
Yeah. It's really the team isn't even willing to come back at this moment. Yeah, you see, in bronze, it's often if something like this happens, it's really hard to get people to try again properly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happening in chat. It's people don't want to focus. Some don't even want to group again because we lost a 5v5. Even if you get to tell them, yeah, but a Veigar get a power spike, or we can't do it again, or there is scaling, so now we can win. Yes, there's people are not willing to win after this.
Right, makes sense.
So yeah, but I don't think I pinged back enough in group situation.
Yep.
Because when I go for the group, I just follow with them, and
that's okay.
much
But
less
you
ping.
only want to follow them if they won't listen to you.
Yeah.
Like, put your information in there. Be like, yo, we can't do this. Ping them off it. But if they're like, nah, bro, we're doing it, right? Then you're like, okay. You just have to give in and you have to do it.
Okay.
All right, we're hitting with the flank city. I like it. I like it. Get in there. Get in there, bro. Okay, the solo mouth. Okay, I like it. He's like, where the fuck is my Xin Zhao at, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I say fuck it. I try a dragon. I have given up in my head at this moment.
Oh, you're going for the bot and have. You know what?
Oh,
this
no,
is
I go for the
this
bot.
is
Yeah, I
actually
go for
no.
the
This
bot.
is
Yeah.
actually like this is low key a good play. Yeah, no, this is a good play. I don't know why you're typing. Oh, you can actually kill Hecarim here. You can kill him. You win, fight!
Yeah.
Alright, well,
I wasn't trusting myself at this moment.
that's okay. This actually was the right play to go for the inhib. I like that.
And I saw the wave at top, and I felt like I can try to backdoor. Even if I don't succeed, I thought it was the best way to defend base.
No, it was. It really was, because you forced them to recall. No, that actually was the right play. It was just executed incorrectly. Okay. Okay, you faker on your team, apparently. What are you doing? You're typing! In the middle of a fight! What the? What? You're typing, bro. Wait. Oh, what are you doing? Wait, you actually could have won this fight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. What are you doing?
I think I feel like
I think you
can't
just gave
can't
up.
win
I
the
think you
fight
gave
by
up.
tower.
Alright. I mean, if you gave up here and you just wanted the game to end, I'd respect that. I get it.
But no, I think the problem is I don't trust my. In Shyvana, I would have ult in there and get it there. I do it, but it's more like, and I think that's why it's important to get a. I don't like Xin Zhao, so you don't, negative thing affects me more, and I
Uh-huh.
think it's easier to trust yourself if you play something like you want to see the dragon of Shyvana, or I want to see the guillotine of Evelyn, and it's easier to get in there like this. I think I gave up earlier on this, but yeah. So it's I what I get from this is like I really should focus more on things I'm able to do, like CSing and clearing, and just get forgiven kills. Yeah, and back time I have to watch out for back timing, but it's much easier to watch out for back timing in jungle. Like you clear and you see do I have a lot of money now or do I go for a gank?
Mm-hmm.
Than if it's like clown fest at the middle and you don't know if I should stay there with the team or
Yeah.
take my money.
I think I think you're literally trying too hard. And you just need
Yeah.
to focus on going for the guarantees, like I said before.
Yeah.
But I think you're just screwing yourself over by trying too hard, literally.
Okay.
And I know it sounds like kind of fucked up because like why wouldn't I try? But if you just play Shyvana and you go for the guarantees, you will and stop trying to win every lane for your teammates, etc., etc., etc. You'll be okay if you do that.
Okay.
I think you'll have more success anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we still have the live game to do, but I want you to play some games solo.
So I don't have. I think I only paid you for the.
Oh, you
for
did?
the-
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I mean,
because I think the live it's on decision. I think I have to play more now. If you guide me, obviously in a bronze game, I will perform much better.
right.
Because a lot of it is getting in the good decision and doing simple decisions. It's simple decisions that I fuck up now.
Yeah,
I think.
for sure.
So I want to go on the VOD so that you can point on my mistake, and I could say yes, I shouldn't do this anymore,
Mhm.
and start from here. And now I will get another 100 games, and maybe then wondering where I am. But I'm confident now that you said it and we have it that in a 100 game I should be silver.
Yeah, no, dude, I literally think your thought process and your awareness seems pretty fucking good, actually. I literally think you're actually just trying too hard. You going for that mid play was really good. Level 2, again, we just misplayed it because we aren't comfortable with our champion. Going for that bot wave was really good. Like, this is, like, good awareness. You actually, like, seem like you're pretty decent. Like, I coach a lot of people, and you have a way better mentality towards getting like better, and especially for your rank, you seem pretty good. Even like, and I mean, you have like really bad win rate, not very many games, so you seem like you'd be really bad. But yeah, it's just the decision making and not understanding what your champion's capable of. But I for sure think I think if you just play more games and you keep playing Shyvana and do the things that we talked about, you'll be doing really well.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yeah, man. If you have
Yeah,
any
cool.
questions or anything, you can just message me on Discord, okay?
Okay,
Okay, dude.
Roger.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, man.
Okay.
Bye.
Ciao.
Alright. Dude, that guy's pretty fucking... Like, that guy, like, I know obviously he did some troll shit in the game, but wasn't that bad for being, like, a negative win